Hello everyone, this is Ed Million. And today, we will be talking about defensive buffs.
Yeah, boy.
To be precise, it's this over here on your defense report. And this over here on your scout report. A lot of people have been asking me on how did I get my buff? But as you can see, my buffs are just average for a K38, right? However, it seems that some are way behind on the defense buff department. So for today, we will be talking about where do we usually get our defense buffs. Because knowing where you can get them means knowing how to increase them. Am I right? But before we begin, I would like to inform you that this video is on a point of view of a free-to-play player. So, let's get started. First, and the most important, research! Research is like the foundation of everything in Evony. So you have to make sure to always do your research on Academy and Military Academy. Because the higher your technology power is, the greater the buffs you have. Next up, all generals. So here, we will be pointing out the parts that can affect your defensive buff. Let's start with the Assistant Wall General. The parts that can increase your defensive buffs are the Special Skill Book. Only this part will be counted. Even if your general is ascended, the ascended skills won't take effect. Next is the skill books. Then the specialties. And last will be the covenant buffs. Now, let's move on to the main wall general. The parts that can increase your defense buffs are, first, the equipment. Second will be the special skill books. Everything including ascended skills will affect your defense buffs. Third will be the specialties. Fourth will be the skill books. Fifth is the covenant buffs. Number 6. General attributes. If you didn't know, the higher your attributes are, the higher buffs you can get. Here are 5 ways to increase your general attributes. First, leveling up your general. As you level up your general, your attributes also increase. Next is cultivating. Cultivating means adding attributes to your general. Next up, upgrading your general star or ascending. Each upgrade also increases the general's attribute. Another one is the victory column. Depending on the level of your victory column, it increases a certain percentage of your general's basic attributes. And the last one that can increase your attribute is by equipping your general with a dragon. Dragons can increase your general's attribute. The higher your dragon's level, the higher attributes they can give. Back to the main topic. And the last part on your general that can affect your defense buffs is the dragon or spiritual beast. And when you equip your main wall general with a dragon, this part can increase your defense buffs. Dragon skill. This attributes will be added to your general. The refine. And the dragon talents. Moving on. Blazons play a huge role in increasing your buff. When choosing a Blazon, make sure that each Blazon have a defending troop attribute, or the normal troop attribute, because those attributes can take effect when defending. And also, make sure that you use the defending Blazon set. These sets can increase your defending buff. For the ground troop, the sacrifice set. For the range troop, the compassion set. For the siege machine, the humility set. For the mounted troop, since there is no Blazon set for defending, I use the honor set. However, make sure that each piece of your Blazon have the defending mounted troop attribute or the normal mounted troop attribute. Next up in increasing your defense buffs, champions. Make sure to flirt with your champions every day, because once leveled up, they give very big buffs. Another place to increase your buff, the art hall. On the art hall, we have the art treasures and the civilization cards. Starting with the art treasures, by unlocking and upgrading them, you can get additional buffs. And for the civilization cards, you get buffs by collecting and upgrading different cards. Another way to increase your defense buffs, duty officers. You might notice that most of our duty officers can be found in tavern, except for this guy that I forgot where I get him. These duty officers might not be as good as the premium ones, but if you ascend them, they give a really good amount of in-city buffs, especially on defense and HP parts. So, if you have extra gems and gold, make sure to try and find them in tavern. Next up, Monarch gear and talent. On Monarch gear, it allows you to choose which troop buff you want to equip. However, for me, since we are a T1 trap, I use this Thunder gear as not only it increases my mounted troop buffs, it also has additional flat stats on it. And for the talent, there are some part of it that can increase your defending buffs, like this one. Spiritual Beast Seals. Beast Seals are very difficult to upgrade, especially to free-to-play players. So here is what I usually do. Each seal have an in-city buffs, like this one. So I usually upgrade them up to level 10. Because not only you get in-city buffs from the upgrade, you also unlock the first part of its innate skill that also gives in-city buffs. Another part to increase your defense buffs, the Senate. Very difficult to achieve. However, if you unlock Senate seats and appoint ascended generals, it gives a very decent amount of buffs. And for priority, since I am a defense keep, I prioritize this commander title. Because it have a very good in-city buffs, and also on upgrading position level. Each upgrade increases your in-city buff. Also make sure to upgrade your civilization treasures, ideal land and coronation fountain. It takes a very long time to upgrade them, but once upgraded, they also increase your defense buffs. And last, for additional in-city attack buff, make sure you have Russia culture and Russia subsidies as well. And for the active buffs, here are the active buffs I usually use during Battlefield and SVS. First, the Shrine buffs. Offer on Shrine to activate the King's protection. Those buffs will be added to your defense, attacking and reinforcing buffs. Then, the all-troop buffs. I usually use these advanced 1-hour attribute increase. That's additional 20% on attack, HP, and defense on all troops. And last, the Secret Dragon active skill. I only use the Dragon of Tibet's active skill. I maxed it out, so that's additional 55% HP on all troops. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something. Please like the video if you think it's useful. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.